Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that something is going on right now with Steven Crowder. Like, by right now, I mean right now. Like, it just happened? Steven Crowder got in some more trouble a few days ago. I didn't cover it because it feels like he's already been pretty washed. Like, more washed than I've seen a conservative commentator be in quite some time. But apparently some former employees of his have, they have input.
Orchestrated
No, this is the person who's filling in for Crowder right now.
plan. He's agreement will get
That's a whole thing. That's not the thing. This is a thing. I didn't want to do this. Free Jared Monroe. Free Jared Monroe. Free speech matters. Okay, what's happening here? Here's Candace Owens. The entire Third Reich showing up to agree with him against Steven Crowder. Okay.
Enough is enough. This can't go on any longer. And as the famous saying goes, sunlight is the best disinfectant.
Already insufferable.
So, here we go. I'm currently being legally abused and intimidated into silence by a former employer. This has been going on for a while now, and it simply cannot live in darkness for another day. But I am asking for your help to fight back. First, some context.
Please.
In late October of 2023, to my...
How many times do you think this guy has seen Crowder's dick? It's reasonable to assume that every employee under Crowder has seen his dick more times than his wife ever has.
surprise, I was served these papers. A cease and desist from my former employer. It threatened severe legal action in the form of a lawsuit and demanded I cease communications with my friends. The scare tactics of cease and desist are generally to intimidate, isolate, and eventually devastate. Like most cease and desist, it also demanded that I swiftly provide them written certificate of my compliance. I did not. In the same delivery, I was also...
Holy shit, these people are... I already... My context video had way more explanatory value in the first minute. Jesus Christ, can you explain what the fuck is going on?
Served these papers. A Rule 202 petition from my former employer. You can look that up on the internet. I know I had to. These documents were filed with the county court of my former place of employment, demanding that I be subject to an oral deposition under oath for an unlimited amount of time, where they were free to interrogate me on pretty much any private matter that they chose. Also, in this petition for discovery, they demanded that I turn over documents of all communications with more than a dozen of my friends, an unlimited amount of unnamed persons in any form and over an unlimited period of time. I did not. Now, I did not for a few reasons. Number one, I have seen how this employer handles legal issues, and
Yeah, this is boring as shit. The Steven Crowder divorce drama is exploding right when... Oh, it's about divorce? Is it? I don't even know. Because this guy won't say anything. Jesus Christ. Conservative commentators. My God. The Steven Crowder divorce drama is exploding on right-wing Twitter today, where we learned that the court record features a threatening yam sent to Crowder. What? The lawsuit states, shortly after defendant received Crowder's personal address, Crowder received a threatening message. The message, written on a potato, that's a yam, that's a sweet potato, began with, "Watch it, watch it." This is the same line that Steven used in the leaked home security footage. Well, there you go. So my understanding is that there's a big divorce lawsuit going on right now, and it's happening at the same time that a bunch of Steven Crowder's former employees are coming out against him and saying, oh, he was such and such, he was abusive, he was bad, whatever. Crowder case updates from the very reliable source, H. Pearl Davis, a.k.a. Pearly Things, a.k.a., you know, how do I milk an audience and money from a bunch of 14-year-old boys by explaining to them that I'm mid. Crowder case updates. Hillary Crowder is, that's the wife, is receiving $25,000 a month in child support. Okay. Steven Crowder has been covering her legal fees thus far through the child support. That is how money works. Hillary reached out to Steven's friends and coworkers in an attempt to, Pearly Things, in an attempt to extort him. Okay. Jared is being sued because he was involving himself in a private divorce in which he was recruited. Okay, this is Jared. Divorce in which he was recruited by Hillary Crowder to assimilate negative PR assets, put pressure on Steven the divorce. Okay, so all of this is about the divorce. Is that it?
I knew that once I opened the door to legal abuse, it would never, ever be shut. This is how they operate. In fact, I'm not the only one who's a current victim. my former employer is exploiting the legal system.
Here's an article that explains this boring-ass video. Thank God. Ex-Steven Crowder staffer claims he's being legally abused after quitting toxic and abusive show. Okay. Subjecting him to years of legal abuse after he left the company. Jared Monroe. And on the show Louder with Crowder, known as Not Gay Jared. Decided to quit the show in August 2018, saying I could no longer put myself and my growing family through the toxic and abusive work environment I endured for years. The place was and is to this day a workplace rife with sexual misconduct, degeneracy, and aggression. The things I saw, the things done to me, and the things I witnessed my employer do to others were disgusting, shocking. It's just an absolute prerequisite, you know, for any like working with Steven Crowder. It's all butthole stuff, you know. It's just the amount of closeted homosexual attention being given, you know. Or yeah, was it all cross-dressing? It was just Steven Crowder casually cross-dressing. Shocking, disgusting, utterly indefensible. I have the receipts. Monroe claimed the work environment was so toxic he was admitted to the hospital at one point for a heart condition and was put on anti-anxiety medication. Once the far right finally accepts gays, their disgusting degenerate media juggernaut will be unstoppable. Yeah, it is, like, it does seem like as more and more, you know, time passes, the far right is being repped by, like, black, Latinx, queer, cross-dressing, bloody, blah. Like, the entire... I swear to God, you know, as multiculturalism and forced diversity goes, the right wing is more rife with it than any other political group. It's ridiculous in terms of like disproportionate representation. Leaving wasn't easy. Monroe alleged she was bullied into signing a aggressive separation agreement after a drawn legal fight, which Crowder's lawyers argued he should be blocked from working in media anywhere else in the world for 2 years. Jesus Christ. Eventually, after emptying his personal bank account to pay his legal fees with pregnant wife at home, he gave in and accepted a deal with Crowder that paid him no money and enforced a non-compete and non-disparagement clause. Then, in October 2023, 5 years after he left, he was served a cease and desist from his former employer, threatening legal action if he did not immediately cease all communication with others about the company. While Monroe's non-compete expired after 2 years, the term of his non-disparagement clause is unlimited. No court would uphold that. An indefinite non-disparagement clause? Are you kidding me? Then come on, no judge would sign off on that. Yeah, that's completely non-enforceable. And I guess the way this is tying into the divorce drama is people are saying that Hillary Crowder, the wife of Steven Crowder, who is suing for divorce, was like reaching out to this guy to like get dirt or whatever. In October, his company sued his estranged wife, Hillary Crowder, for tortious interference after his family accused of mentally and emotionally abusive behavior. In a statement to the journalist Yashar Ali. Suing your estranged wife. That is crazy. I love family values. Tortious? Is that it? Tortious? Okay, tortious. I'm not familiar with that word. Tort law. Gonna be honest, I don't know what tort law is. Heard of it? Don't know how it's different from regular law. What is tort law? Civil suits with the exception of disputes involving contracts. Oh, that's it? I thought it would be more like out there. Why do I not hear that more often? We talk about civil suits all the time. Okay, all right. It sounds so like old-timey and British, yeah. Tort as in retort. Oh, that makes retort, like you've been wronged, so civilly you retort through tort. Okay, maybe that's where it comes from, or maybe not. I don't know. This is the Rule 202 petition thing. It's a Texas thing. Petition the court to order authorized to take deposition or examination of testimonies. Okay. Well, I'm sure that I speak for everyone watching when I say that, you know, somehow this guy is the lesser evil right now. And, you know, all luck to him and to Hillary Crowder in their respective legal action and suits and everything of the sort, because it seems pretty bad. I mean, I'm sure this guy is also a Hitlerite. You know, for all we know, the only reason he resigned was because Steven Crowder was abusive and kept making him, like, lick his cockhead or something, you know. And he might be his own Hitler. In fact, he probably is, considering he said degenerate stuff went down at the workplace, which is not a word that I would use if I was trying to appeal to like a broad, nonpartisan base of support when going against Steven Crowder. Not the language I would go for. Also, he's being supported here by Ashley St. Clair, Candace Owens, and Lauren Southern. This is the guy who got teabagged, I think, by Crowder. Did cons laugh at the male sexual abuse victims? Crowder? Dude, cons don't give a f about anything. Steven Crowder is literally like a cross-dressing, closet homosexual, serial sexual harasser who fondles his employees, like abandoned his children and like, you know, left his family and abused his wife. And still defend him. Like, it's It's you can do anything. It doesn't matter. They don't have any values. They don't give a shit. That being said, Steven Crowder has actually been so bad that it has led a lot of cons to turn on him. Probably for optical reasons, not for like principled ones. But still, did he abuse her? He was literally just being an asshole, right? Oh, I have a video on that too. You should watch. No. Steven Crowder was not just an asshole. He was like a long-term consistent. He wasn't even there for the birth of their children. Not that that in and of itself wasn't abuse, but like the evidence laid out, even the video that we saw, like just the small video, like really bad shit, you know? Real bad behavior. Negligence is abuse too. Yeah, I know, but there can be legitimate reasons for missing the birth of your children. It sucks, right? But like there can be. I'm just saying that's not like in and of itself on its own enough.